Welcome to Prep for 4.1. In the next lesson, we're going to be using those skills that we helped develop about our percentages. So if I have what percentage is 37 of 105, remember that formula is over of equals percent over 100, and then solve. So is 37 of 105, we're trying to find the percent, and 100 always goes there. So then cross multiply and divide. So I'd have 3700 divided by 105, and then that would give me the percent. Round to whichever decimal place it says. Let's look at B. What is 72% of 300? So what is, that means we don't know the is. 72%, 100 always there, and of 300. So then cross multiply and divide. We've also used exponent rules, so we'll need to remember those. If we're multiplying the same base, we're actually adding the exponents. If we're dividing with the same base, we're subtracting the exponents. And then if we're doing powers, so a power raised to another power, we're multiplying the exponents. So you'll practice those in the next set. Remember, if there is no exponent, there's an imaginary one or invisible one. So this becomes 110 to the times x to the 6th. Same here, there's an invisible one. So this becomes 1.04 to the 5th. Now here we have a power to the power, so we multiply and get 15. And then you're going to do similar for bases of x. In the upcoming lessons, we're going to be looking at increase and decrease. So we need to remember some helpful algebra. So tax is increasing it, and sometimes instead of having to multiply and add again, we can just use the 1 plus the percent. So if a restaurant is going to raise all their prices by 0.6 and the current price is P, that'll be, we need to move the decimal twice, so 1.06 times P. It's expanding, so again we're adding. So I'm going to add 1 plus that 0.20 because we have to move the decimal twice. And my variable is W, so that'll be 1.2 W. This time I'm discounting, so it's subtracting. Move it twice. So since it's subtracting, I'm going to say 1 minus the 0.1. So I get 0.9 P. And I use P because that's the variable they give me. Number 5, you can interpret 2.45x as, well, it can be a percent. All right, it's a percent increase. If we convert to percent, that's 245. A CD is a certificate of deposit. It's used in the U.S. Financial Exchange Security Exchange Commission. It tells us these things. So it'll be on the page for you to read some rules about it. We use compound interest, so that means different from the ones we used before, which was simple interest. So we have two types of interest. Simple was before, now we're going to look at compound. Here are most compound periods. They're either quarterly, monthly, daily, and of course you have your annual, your yearly. And then there's something called continuous, but we're not going to talk about that in this course. So 4 times a year, quarterly, 12 times a year is monthly, 365 is daily. And then if it says annually, right, that's just a little 1 time a year. So now it's going to ask you to research CDs. And what are 2 things you would consider when picking a CD? And then you're going to look these up. just 2 different CDs, and find institution, rate, term, compounding period, minimum deposit. So you're researching those facts at a website, whichever website you choose.